Hi, this is Jessica Stacey here today, and I'm going to be showing you how to fuse plastic bags, and this is just one way that you can recycle your plastic bags and you can make anything from that. So first of all, I'm going to show you some plastic bags that I've already done. And these are just normal plastic bags from shops in town like Wilkinson's, Marks and Spencer's or any other kind of shop. Just collect as many plastic bags as you can, or depending on what you're going to make from that. So this is Wilkinson's. Now in a moment I'll show you how to do that, but this is what some of them may look like. So I'll just show you a few that I've done. That's also Wilkinson's. Marks and Spencer's I find have the best the best bags for fusing the plastic bags to make the stronger plastic. So these work really well if you're going to make something from those. And then others don't work so well. And this one turned out to be quite a sturdy kind of plastic after it was fused together, and then it's got all these bits. But if you get something like this, it might not work depending on what you're going to make, but I'm sure you can find use for it. But if you get something like this that turns out like this, then just get your scissors and just trim it to neaten it up so it doesn't look so messy when you go to sew it together. As you can see, it looks much better like that, and it'd be much easier to sew when you're making something. Then I have this one. This is from a small plastic bag, and this one turned out to be quite strong. This is another Marks and Spencer's bag. And then I have some more Marks and Spencer's one, as they work really well. And then this is just plain white plastic bag. As you can see, it goes long and sort of stretched, and it might not work as well as the Marks and Spencer's one that turned out to be strong but soft and easier to sew on the sewing machine when you go to make something. And then I've got these ones as well. First, you will need an ironing board, as I have in front of me. And you will need a pair of scissors. It's better if you have a big pair. These are my fabric scissors and they work for almost anything. And then you will need 2 sheets of A3 white paper. Doesn't matter if it's thick or thin, although this one is quite thin. And you might need a pad just in case it rips. Sometimes when you're pulling off the plastic, it kind of rips the paper sometimes, but don't worry about that for now. So you've got your 2 A3 sheets of white paper, your pair of scissors, ironing board, and of course you will need an iron. Make sure you put plenty of water in it, don't overflow it. And then I will show you how to fuse a plastic bag, so I'll just get a plastic bag ready. So I'm going to use this bag. I'm not sure what this is or what shop this is, but it looks good enough to use. So I'm going to turn the camera to the ironing board for a moment so you can see what I'm actually doing as I speak. So you've got your plastic bag, and instead of just sticking it between the 2 sheets of paper and ironing it, you'll need to straighten out your bag and smooth it out as much as possible, ensuring that there's no bumps. So make sure that's all smooth. Do the other side as well if you need to. And then grab your pair of scissors and cut off the top Not every plastic bag has a handle like this, like they normally have like a strap here and a strap there, but either way you're going to cut it off in the same way, so just cut that bit off. And then you're going to need to cut along the bottom as well. After you've done that, you will need to turn the plastic bag inside out, because the shiny side of the plastic and the print is this side, so you need to turn it out inside out so it's on the right side for when you go to iron it. Once it's inside out, you'll then need to smooth it out evenly again. And you can do the same on the other side as well. After that, you will need to fold it in half and then smooth it out. And you can do that on the other side too. And then after that, you will need to fold it in half and do the same thing again. And once you've smoothed it out, get your A3 sheets of paper, have one on the bottom and one on the top. Make sure it's sort of in the middle. You don't want it too near the edge so it sticks to the ironing board, so make sure you have it in the middle of the paper and stick your other one on top. And then you've got your iron heated up ready. Try not to burn yourself, but don't keep your iron on the paper for too long because it will burn the paper. You just need to go very quickly over the paper. So just quick strokes along the paper. So I'm going to start off by doing so. So just quickly like that. 3, 4, 5. And then you can turn it over and do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can do some strokes down. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then just go over it for an added extra. And there you go. And if you just leave that for a second, you will be able to see that the plastic will start to dry from where it's melted and the paper will start to move. But you can also kind of lift it off to see if it's ready. And you can just sort of peel it off. Though sometimes it will look like it will not be ready, so you can always go over that again. So I'm just going to do that because this didn't go how it should go. So I'm just going to go over that one again. And leave it for a moment until you hear the paper moving. And I'm just going to lift it off and have a look. This time it's much better and it's completely strong, and When you first lift it off the paper, it will be very hot, so don't put your hand straight on the plastic because you will burn your hand. Just gently lift it from the edges, and then you can move on to your next plastic bag until you have a whole load of them, and you can sew each piece together, and you can make a bag, a purse, or anything like that. So that is how you fuse a plastic bag, and I hope you like this DIY tutorial, and maybe you'll use this video and have a go at it yourself and make something. Thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!